Guys, I'm here to get into a directing analysis of The Shining, which is directed by Stanley Kubrick, released in the year 1980. Stanley Kubrick just transformed Stephen King's novel into this unique sort of psychological kind of supernatural horror depiction, which is just a prime moment of just obsessive directing. A lot of groundbreaking symmetrical compositions, all from start to finish. A very consistent sort of atmosphere. Just you feel like there's a sense of looming dread around this story was isolation and ultimate depths of facing madness all throughout. Some kinds of aesthetic shots, which holds up as just some of the most forward-thinking I've ever seen. One of the ultimate shots and all this is just following Danny Lloyd on a tricycle throughout the Overlook Hotel, which just reveals all kinds of haunting, isolated hallway atmosphere. It's uniquely ghost. It's like a complete ghost-like haunted hotel-like atmosphere. It's just absolutely timeless. And Kubrick just consistently conveys like this haunted quality about it, which just wonderfully builds like slow-paced atmospheric, rich suspense value. Very slow-paced kind of angle by way of this feeling of always being stalked by something of a supernatural entity. And this maze just serves as a perfect metaphor toward Jack Nicholson's psychological labyrinth, which he just stands for a place of complete. He's just increasingly in a place of confusion and fear. He always kind of seems like that from the start. Nicholson just kind of seems like he's just obsessed with this maze in general because it's kind of I think that maze just perfectly represents the torment he's feeling all throughout this project. And I love how Lloyd's able to utilize his knowledge of this maze to escape. Ultimately, this perfectly symbolizes how an escape from psychical violence, which occurs reoccurring, and kind of like it's also putting an end to the curse in many ways. And there's just so many mirror reflections all throughout this, which just wonderfully blurs the line between reality and the supernatural. As the sound design just wonderfully conveys environmental soundscapes and silence, which just heightens on this just unique sort of value attention. And it's just the soundtrack's very experimental. I mean, extraordinary. It's extraordinarily an atmosphere, a place of entirely of its own. It's very unsettling, eerie sort of tone, which just provokes a sense of dread in every moment. It's a very groundbreaking kind of horror film, and much of how detached it is. It's very focused on the atmosphere and psychological terror that gradually unfolds. So it always has a way of just surprising and just hitting on fresh levels upon every viewing.